Well, none of them can hide from the truth, yeah. Children have to go back to the roots, yeah. None of them can hide from the truth, yeah. Children have to go back to the roots. I'm telling you now, the truth, the truth. Telling you, yeah, the truth, the truth. You have to go back to the roots, the roots. Go to the roots, to the roots. Yeah, man, you know, this is Benjamin out of the Smiling Coast, West Africa, Gambia, representing for the one and only Abu, the big man you don't know, the Soninke warrior, the man that brings the truth, Soninke warrior, the sign of enlightenment, the Soninke warrior, the righteous and the true African. Abu, reveal the truth to them, you know, no matter how them try run from it, because none of them can hide from the truth, yeah. Yes, we have to dig back the roots, yeah. Fire!
Subscribe now.
All right. Can you guys hear me now? I think I was muted there for a second. Let me know if you can hear me. Let me know. Let me know. Give me a thumbs up. Let me know that you can hear me so I don't keep talking to myself. All right. Perfect. So please, guys, make sure you hit that like button and, share the video. Today, I'm going to talk about the World Cup, the World Cup news. I understand that many people probably here in the United States, you are not watching the World Cup. You call it soccer out here, but there is a lot of exciting stories happening in the World Cup, So you have the United States / Liberia playing in the World Cup. I know some of you are going to be like, man, Afridamus, what do you mean by Liberia scores its first goal? Here's why. You see, Liberia, there's only one player that ever came from Liberia. That is George Weah. Can you name one person who came out and said, oh, I used to play soccer with George Weah or football? In fact, I think George Weah was trained by aliens. The way this man plays soccer, there's nobody in Liberia that played like him. Sorry, I was muted there for a second, guys. Just a minute. So he single-handedly carried Liberia on his back and put Liberia on the map. So now, after he's retired, he went on to become president. So he's like the coolest Liberian ever, scored more goals than anyone. And then he went on to reproduce because you see, Liberia is in the World Cup, whether people know this or not. So Timothy Weah, George Weah, Liberia's president, his son is playing for the United States / Liberia. Because you see, hey, Liberia is the only country I know in West Africa. They don't have to go to the African Cup of Nations or the country itself going to the World Cup, but they are still going to be great in soccer. Because guess what? They have one man called George Weah. When he retired, his son replaced him. So here's a message, you know. Let me show you. I'm also going to talk about Embolo. Embolo is a Cameroonian born Swiss soccer player. He was born in Cameroon, but his mother relocated with him, to Europe. I guess France, eventually Switzerland. So now Embolo became a Swiss citizen, and this story gets deeper than you think. You see, Cameroon is known to make headlines in the World Cup. Do you guys know that it is because of Cameroon that, African teams, they increase the amount of African teams that can go to the back when Cameroon was great in soccer. You see, Cameroon went to the World Cup in '86 first, and they didn't do so well. And then they returned in 1990. And at the time, Paul Biya, you see, now when Cameroonians talk crap about Paul Biya, Paul Biya himself have given up on Cameroon, and I'm going to get to that. The reason why Cameroon's team is not even great is this language problem. They cannot understand each other on the field. But here's the thing. In 1990, Paul Biya himself was like, look, in '86, we did not do well. He went and got his own favorite player out of retirement, Roger Milla. Roger Milla, the greatest African that ever played in World Cup. Hands down. The man is not 38 years old at the time. He did not only score goals, he brought excitement. Every African child at the time dreamt about being like Roger Milla. Roger Milla was watched all over the world because he brought excitement. You see, it's like a movie. See, Cameroon needed him. Paul Biya, the president, said, let me bring my own football player out of retirement. Let me show you what Roger Milla brought to the world stage. And this is what Embolo dreamt to do, just like many other Cameroonian kids. But before we go to that, let me show you Timothy Weah, like father, like son. If I tell you that Liberia is in the World Cup, you better believe that Liberia is in the World Cup. Just go look at the greatest players in I would say hands down, even in the world. George Weah is among those. So I think the man, he's an alien or something. He's got like alien genes because, there's no other Liberian that can play like him. He had to reproduce himself. He had to do that. Let me show you. Let me show you how this man plays. Let me do my disclaimers here first, the copyright disclaimers, and then we'll get to Cameroon about Embolo. It's Embolo because definitely he's a Swiss hero. But now he's looked at as a Cameroonian villain. The Cameroonians, they want to cry, They want to go and attack this man's family, you see? So, but I'll get to that. That is Cameroon's own fault, you see? Here we go. Copyright disclaimer. All right, all right. I got that out of the way. Here we go. Let me show you how football is played. Remember, I told you guys that the whole country of Liberia doesn't have to participate. Liberia, they send only one person for the longest now. He scored more goals than, look, I don't have to tell you. Let me show you how this man plays. I told you he didn't learn to play soccer or football with humans. This man was trained by space aliens, George Weah. He's not just an ordinary human being. Okay? Let me show you. Here's the proof. Guys, that's George Weah, Timothy Weah's father. Did you guys see the example I was telling you? You see the example? Now, let me show you his son. Oh, sorry. Let me show you Timothy Weah scoring, Liberia's first World Cup goal ever. Now, you guys understand that this is Liberia in the World Cup, right? Now you get the point. Thank you. I'm glad we are all on the same page. Here, let's give a shout out to Timothy Weah and Liberia for scoring their first goal in the World Cup ever. Here we go. Exactly, guys. That was Timothy Weah in the World Cup. Okay? That was Timothy Weah scoring Liberia's first goal in the World Cup. So now, that brings us to Embolo. Embolo was born in Cameroon. So I believe he came to Europe when he was like 5 years old. But apparently, Embolo was looking to even play for Cameroon. But what they have uncovered there is a lot of corruption in the Cameroonian team now. The days when Cameroon used to set the trend, apparently that's gone. Let me show you an example of Roger Miller. The way Embolo would have loved to celebrate his goal in the World Cup. Guys, to score in the World Cup is no joke. That's making history because that's where the best players gather. You see? But now, Africans naturalize wherever they go. You cannot blame Embolo because Paul Biya, their president himself, didn't he give up on Cameroon and now I heard he spends most of his time in Switzerland? Who wouldn't give up on a place that's fighting over language? The man got tired. But let me show you the player that Paul Biya himself brought out of retirement. Here we go. My favorite player too.
Celebrated a goal in a way no one else ever had before by dancing. And goal celebrations changed forever. Right there and then, he set everyone free. 20 years ago, an African named Roger Miller celebrated a goal in a way no one else ever had before by dancing. And goal celebrations changed forever. Right there and then, he set everyone free. It surrounds us every night. That simple dance snowballed into this uncontrollable madness where fans and players just let go.
All right. So, guys, did you see that? So, Roger Miller brought a lot of excitement to the World Cup. You know, he showed up. He was like 38 years old, just scoring goals like no tomorrow, and he was doing it with excitement. So, you know, all children want to be like uh like like Roger Miller. You see? So after that, Cameroon went on to produce a lot of, you know, great players. Roger Miller is not the only one. There are many, many other, you know, good players from Cameroon. But, you know, with everything, as it gets bigger and bigger, you know, it starts getting corrupt. So apparently, in fact, I don't want to do the spoiler alert. I would let, you know, Embolo's own mother explain it when we get to that. So Embolo grew up in Switzerland. So technically, can you say he is a Cameroonian at that point? So, but I'm sure he would have loved to play for Cameroon. You know, that's where he's from originally. He would have loved to play for Cameroon. But now you see Switzerland, Belgium, and all these other countries, look at their teams. You see, they don't discriminate to say black or what you're thinking. No, he's over there. He's good. He speaks French. You know, he eats Swiss cheese. He's into the culture. He can score for them. Guess what? He's a Swiss now. He's a Swiss. So even though I know when he scored that goal, he wanted to do the Roger Miller. That's what he would have loved to do. But before we get to that, let me show you the Cameroonian team here when they entered before the game started. Every team have to sing their national anthem. I'm sure Embolo would have loved to sing with them, but he couldn't. Here we go. That was the Cameroonian team. Let me read some of the comments here. I see that many people are engaging in the comment. That's good. It looks like people have a lot to say. Let me read some of the comments before I proceed. B.A. Toure said no sound. Yep, we'll fix that. We went to that. Audrey said, LOL, Jude and Mamizi call in. This is true. They are Cameroonians. MC Charm. Timothy Weir is George Weir's son. For those watching, MC is correct. Game Jewel said, hey, Afridamus. Hey, Game Jewel. Congratulations, you know, Liberia scoring their first goal in the World Cup. I know you're very proud of that. She went on to say, he went on to reproduce. Apparently, yeah. Judah said, it's sad. I'm not sure what you're sad about. Judah said, exactly. MC Cham is upset when I say soccer. So he's trying to correct me to say football. But the people get it, you see? I know over there in England, that's what you guys call it when you're drinking tea and crumpet. Let's go watch some football. Over here, they call it soccer. And that's how the people will understand. Because if I say football, they think I'm talking about the NFL. You know, the NFL. But it's not. MC calls it hand egg, which is funny. MC went on to say, Embolo should have celebrated. I agree. He did his job well. That's what he was there for. And he got the job done. Okay, let's see here. Judah said George Weah was groomed in Cameroon. Okay, here we go. Cameroonians always trying to take credit for George. So are you saying that George Weah, it is the Cameroonians that train him? Hey, you can tell me when you come on the show eventually. And Judah went on to say, George Weah was groomed in Cameroon. Cameroon gave him the medicine of Roger Miller. He begged for Cameroon citizenship and was refused. Oh, geez. Jem Jewel said, only African to win world's best. This is correct. Visionary of love. Where Embolo lives, they speak Swiss, German, and Embolo speaks this our dialect perfect like a native. There you go. So visionary of love, I'm guessing you're from Switzerland. So I'm glad you're here too. So you have a say in this topic because that's your country. Judah said, Eto is greater than Weir. I don't think so. I mean, how do you quantify it? You know what I'm saying? When Eto becomes president, sure, then we can talk. But yeah, I don't know about that. Jem Jewel goes on to say, George Weah, the gift that keeps giving in football. This is true. This is absolutely correct. MC, for those watching, Timothy Weah plays for USA. MC, yes, we get it. That's why I said USA/Liberia. Okay? So we get it, MC. You want to inform them. This is funny. Visionary of Love said, how should he be a sellout? He integrated, he plays great, and Switzerland gave him great opportunity of success. Why should he not take it and play in our team? You're very correct. But some of these people are seeing it otherwise. I guess they said he's a sellout because he was born in Cameroon. Because, you know, some people like to make dumb arguments like that, right? But now, we want to hear those people's logic as well. But now that can also open up a bigger argument. For instance, if you're a naturalized citizen of the United States, right? You join the military, there has to be a military campaign. You got to drop bombs. For instance, the order is given, and this is your job, and you got to drop these bombs on your people. At that point, I want to know, where do you draw the line? You see? Because, yes, Embolo doesn't owe Cameroon anything, as far as I'm concerned. Because, like Visionary of Love said here, Embolo speaks all those languages in Switzerland. He probably don't know the languages in Cameroon. I heard him speak in French. His French doesn't sound like the African French. Okay? It sounds like typical European French. Not even like French. Like, this is a different kind of French. I guess that's the French they speak in Switzerland. You know, different, the accent I can tell is different. Even though my French is not fluent, but I can pick up on the difference. But yeah. Okay, I'm going to show you guys here some of the comments that were made. Okay? But before we go into that, let me play this.
I'm proud and excited to watch my son, Team Weah, plays in the World Cup. Gold team. I'm proud and excited to watch my son, Team Weah, plays in the World Cup. Gold team.
Oh, yes! 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 He did it! That's a ball.
So, MC, I just wanted to play that again to remind you. For those of you who are trying to act confused about whether Liberia made it to the World Cup, you heard it, right? You heard the Liberian fans screaming, saying, "We did it, we did it." And yes, they did it. They made it to the World Cup. So I knew that there were going to be some Liberian haters that will show up here, that will try to make it seem like, it is not Liberia. Who's scoring the goals? Who's scoring? Okay. So Embolo is being called a sellout. But in Switzerland, Embolo is a hero. Okay? He's a hero in Switzerland. Let me show you. Let me show you the crime that Embolo committed. Here. Give me a minute. Let me find the video. Let me find you the video of Embolo's crime. Just give me a moment. Let me pull this up. You see, the Cameroonians should have played harder. They should have decided, instead of, fighting over language in their team, they don't even understand each other. Some are speaking French, others are speaking English. Maybe there's going to be the Cameroonians that are watching here. Maybe you guys can come and help us understand what is this all about, and why are you guys hating on Embolo for doing his job? That's what I want to know. You see? I want to know why. Here we go. Let me show you.
Just a city man. Embolo.
Star man.
Sakanji. Embolo. A little bit of room for him.
Can they get the ball switched and get Vargas into the game?
Embolo tries to roll his man. Gets it out to Shakira's position. Shakira slides it for Embolo.
Guys, did you see? Embolo would have they deprive him of 2 goals already. Did you see how, the ref over there, that was biased? That was a penalty. That was a penalty. So Embolo would have scored 2 goals in this game. Look, there's a reason why Switzerland sent Embolo to the World Cup and put him up front there. Okay? The Cameroonians, it's your fault. You could have gone and recruited him. The Swiss people, they know what Embolo is capable of. That's why they put him up front, because they know he can score. That's what his job is, to score goals. He's not there to please you. But let's continue and see how these Cameroonians, maybe you see how they are even attacking the ball. They don't look too, passionate about the game. Maybe these people are not even qualified to make the team, are the people who bribed the sports organization in Cameroon, because they do that now. Remember, even Nigeria, right? Nigeria, when they had JJ Okocha and other people like that, that was when they had players from the grassroots. But the moment they start seeing money in it, they corrupted it. Now look at the 419 players they have. They bought their way into the team. So Cameroon, the same thing is happening to them. So this is why, people like Embolo will exist, because, they are given the opportunity to live their dream. And that's what he's doing. You see? That's what he's doing.
Get there. Kanji into Embolo. Really raised his profile again. The time at Marseille before Fulham. Just on the counter-attack. Switzerland. Well, they've had a lot of them. Shaqiri playing it forward to Embolo. Embolo did very well indeed and wants to get on the end of this again. Real Embolo. Vidma. So many red shirts in the...
Did you guys see another penalty? Another penalty. Embolo could have scored 3 goals. You see, now I understand why the Cameroonians are upset. Because Embolo is from there. When he probably wanted to be part of the team, they're like, oh, Embolo, you got to give us, 20,000 euro. He's like, are you serious? You guys, it's the other way around. You're supposed to be giving that to me. That's that Cameroonian corruption right there. So now you see how Embolo is now showing them how football is done. You see? So that was a penalty. But the ref even felt sorry for Cameroon because they are playing so terrible. You see, even in the African Cup of Nations, you guys remember Cameroon, they sucked in the game, they lost. Their fans attacked them and they got beat up. They got beat up. That's how terrible they did. You see? So now they want to be upset at Embolo. Come on now. So, you guys got to... I think you people are the real sellouts trying to take this man's glory away. Do you know how many Swiss children are happy about Embolo's goals that he scores? He has fans. Let me tell you that. You guys can get upset all the way in those dusty streets in Cameroon. You think Embolo and his fans care about that? Wait, I'll play his mama's video here. His mama definitely do not care. You'll see in a minute.
Thierry now, Embolo's there. Could direct it. Embolo wants the ball across. It's Embolo!
And a great ball into Embolo.
And all of a sudden they're short in numbers here, Cameroon. Embolo. Enjoy. Embolo.
So guys, you see that? That was Embolo's crime. His crime was he scored that goal. In fact, let me find a close-up one. A close-up one. Guys, look, let me tell you, there was a day I heard a debate. I think it was on my channel here. Okay? It was about this citizenship thing where people naturalize in other countries. So in Cameroon, if you're a Cameroonian citizen, when you naturalize, you have to renounce your Cameroonian citizenship. So one of the Cameroonians I heard, who is quote unquote a Pan-African, said, oh yeah, that's just, for paperwork, but they won't enforce it. Well, I think he's wrong. I think he is wrong 100%. Do you guys tell me, do you think Embolo, if Embolo goes to Cameroon, they're not going to enforce that law? They will enforce the law. They will enforce it on him. Here, sorry guys, let me show you the raw footage. The raw footage of it. That would help us. Give me a second. The actual raw footage, because that is more dramatic. Okay? So if we're going to watch the goal, let's watch it in its dramatic form. Here, give me a minute. Let me pull that up. And I want like the Cameroonian callers to call in when I drop the link here. Okay? Wait, where is it? Where is it? Okay, here we go. Guys, I want to play the more dramatic version of it because, that is, it's a lot closer. So that Cameroon, the Cameroonians can see the good job of Embolo here. Here we go. So guys, yeah, that was Embolo's crime. So my question to you guys is Embolo a sellout for scoring a goal in the World Cup against Cameroon, the country of his, his birthplace, but he is a Swiss citizen. He's a Swiss citizen. So he's a Swiss citizen. I am going to open up the line and I want people to call in because, there are Pan-Africans who say the black thing. Because you see, even like Timothy Ware, Tim Ware, he was born in Brooklyn. But, we are claiming Tim Ware in Africa. Isn't that funny how one man, Tim Ware, because Tim Ware is representing Liberia. Tim Ware would never score against Liberia because Liberia will never make it to the World Cup, by itself. The United States has to help. We get that, right? So we're not worried about Tim Ware, doing that. But now, people are saying, they said even in Cameroon, some of the people, they went to this man's father's home. Because, in Africa, they would do stuff like that to go show their discontent. My God, how can your son do this to us? What? What do you mean, how can your son do this to us? My son is doing his job. So in other circumstances, they would have celebrated this. They would have celebrated it. But the man could not celebrate it, right? But fortunately, his cousin brought a drum ensemble. Let me show you how they celebrated for him. Here we go. Didn't I tell you guys? I told you guys, okay? The man, he's got fans. But now, let's look at it because, in Africa, in black sector, people like to take things too far. They would, blame this man's mom. They blame the father. They literally blame them for, you know what? Let me show you. Here's the mother. Had to come to the defense of her son. She had to come to his defense because some of these Cameroonians are very upset about Embolo's goal. But if he were left to Cameroon, do you think Embolo would have ever played in the World Cup? I highly doubt it. Here we go.
Please subscribe to this channel and also turn on your notification bell in order to get the latest updates.
Eh, laissez mon fils tranquille, hein. Laissez-le tranquille, hein. C'est mon fiston à moi. Laissez-le tranquille.
Germain.
That's Embolo's mom. As you guys can see, first of all, Embolo's mom is not gonna go against him. You see, she's got nice Brazilian hair. You know, I'm sure Embolo has been buying good hair for his mom. She's dressed, you know, I mean, you're seeing it, right? But that's not why we are here. Let's listen to what she's saying in French, but they will translate it for the rest of you.
Embolo, the mother of Briere Embolo, speaks out. Many Cameroonians have expressed mixed feelings following the defeat of the Indomitable Lions by Switzerland today in the ongoing FIFA World Cup 2022 in Qatar. The lone goal for Switzerland that was scored by Cameroonian-born Briere Embolo, but now a citizen of Switzerland has sent many Cameroonians into a mourning mood, with some throwing insults on him. Reacting to the insult on Briere Embolo, Germain Embolo, his mother.
Did you guys hear that? Many have been insulting, you know, the man. So this is not made up. So the mom had to respond.
Has asked Cameroonians to allow her son alone. In her audio message she released on social media, she says, "Leave my child alone, leave Embolo alone. Where was Cameroon when the Swiss took him and trained him? You should instead talk about your own players, a national team where you have to pay money before you can be called up." Briere Embolo's mother warned those insulting her son for scoring against Cameroon.
Eh, laissez mon fils tranquille, hein. Laissez-le tranquille, hein. C'est mon fiston à moi. Laissez-le tranquille. Hein? Oh, machin, tout et tout. C'est rien du tout. Les Suisses l'ont formé et il a fait le job. Vous formez vos joueurs. Vous qui avez que la magouille chez vous. Que la magouille.
So, guys, that's Embolo's mother. You see? So, guys, I want to hear what you guys think. The link is in the chat. I pin it up there, and I see Judah typing. Judah, make sure you hit that link. Come on through. I want to hear your side here, because you know you're Cameroonian. So come through, and you know, Visionary of Love. If you also can hit the link, we want to hear your side of the story too, because you're from Switzerland. So, but yeah, that's Embolo's mom. If you guys are just coming in, Embolo's mama is out defending Embolo. The Cameroonians, the man even did not do the Roger Miller when he scored. He would have loved to do the Roger Miller, you know? Oh, he would have loved to do the stanky leg, because I heard Embolo, this is his favorite way of celebrating. Let me show you. Guys, that's what they call the stanky leg. You have never seen someone do the stanky leg like that. Oh, Rasmoy said, yeah, Embolo is a traitor. Okay, Rasmoy, I would love for you to, you know, hit that link. I want to hear your side, you know, what you're basing that off of. But before we get into all that, I'll continue playing her mother, what her mom said. Here we go. Here, give me a minute. Where did that go? Okay. Let me continue the video.
Pour entrer dans l'équipe nationale, il faut donner telle somme. Il faut être dans Ethiopia. Il faut mettre machin, truc et tout. Il faut faire ceci, il faut. Pendant que les Suisses forment mes enfants. Les Suisses forment mes enfants. Alors, au loin. Et une fois, ne se repose de rien du tout. De rien.
All right. So, I don't know what's going on at the end there, but that was Embolo's mom. And Embolo's mom somehow remind me of one of our favorite YouTubers around here. I don't know if you guys know who I'm speaking of. Oh, jeez. But yeah, that was Embolo's mama out there defending Embolo. So now we have Judah in the house. Let me bring Judah in so that you guys can hear what he has to say. Judah, welcome to the Afridamus report. Judah, are you there? Judah. Okay. I don't know what happened to Judah there. It looks like he was in the studio, then somehow he got shifted into another room. Judah, if you are within the sound of my voice, you can try to come back in. I saw you a minute ago, but it looks like the tectonic took you away somewhere. But yeah, so guys, do you guys think the man is a traitor? Do you guys think so? Because let me see here. Okay, we got Judah back again. Judah, can you hear me? Judah, I cannot hear you. Can you unmute yourself? Okay. I cannot hear you. It looks like you're talking, but I cannot hear you at all. Can you fix your audio, sir? Okay, I don't know what's going on with that, but Judah, fix that and come join me later. All right, we have Kidola in the house. Kidola, welcome to the Afridamus report. Kidola, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Thank you, thank you. So Kidola, what do you think about Embolo? Embolo, scoring the goal against Cameroon, and the Cameroonians, there's many who are upset that because they're upset that he was born in Cameroon, and now he went and scored a goal against them from his new country.
You see, we Africans don't really understand. Let me say Africans, Sub-Sahara, or Cameroon, all the West African countries, sometimes that misbehave. This one will teach them a lesson that when you have a country, for your people to be in that country, be proud of that country, that your leaders have to show an example first. If Ebola was having an opportunity in Cameroon, do you think Ebola will leave? No.
Ebolo's mom is the one that took Embolo to Europe when he was 5 years old. But yes, they said you heard the mom say, the Football Federation in Cameroon, they are corrupt. They want to ask for money, even for them to take you to play in the game.
Yes, Ebola. Look, Switzerland is one providing the bread and the money and the better life for them. Ebola is earning some good money in playing football, possibility in Swiss clubs. You understand? You have a great chance. Whatever Ebola might have in Africa today, or the mother is being provided by Switzerland. Swiss is its own country now. That's the country adapted its own country. So when you're a citizen of a place, you participate in anything. You might want to join the army, you might want to join the football club, you might also want to be a politician and be members of the parliament. So there's no bad feelings at all. He's not a traitor. He just do his job that is supposed to be done.
But do you think he should have celebrated well? Don't you think that was a very nice goal? Don't you think he should have celebrate well?
You could see that it was even when he scored that goal, he understand what his heart.
No, you see, no. You know what, Kidola, let me show you what he really wanted to have done here. This is
20 years ago, an African named Roger Miller celebrated a goal in a way no one else ever had before, by dancing.
Kidola, don't you think secretly that's what he wanted to do?
They would, yes, because you could see the other Cameroonian guy dancing with the one leg.
Yeah. What do you think would have happened if he?
It would have been everywhere, even more than the guy you just showed, Roger Miller. That's when that country might be okay at that time. You think if Cameroon was okay, the mother would have left? No. It's just like any other African countries that when it's not okay, they're all going to look for better bread somewhere. So I don't think the guy have to have a bad feeling. He's not a traitor. He just do what he have to do. But you could see even when he scored that goal, he kind of like raised up his hand and bent down his head. He was happy, but he was also kind of like, whoa, I just scored against my country.
But did you see here? You know, here is what his cousins put together, the stanky leg.
Afridamus, let me say something before Sam James take over.
Yeah.
When it comes to dancing, Negroes are very good in dancing. That what surprised me. That when it comes to these moves of a team, we're very good at it. But when it comes to government, for us to help ourselves and help our people, black man is the most wicked, evil-minded person against the fellow black man. You understand? So what you're saying now is this. This guy went to Switzerland channeled by his mother. He became a citizen. He played good football. He scored a goal.
Yeah, in the World Cup. In the World Cup. That's a big deal.
That's a big deal. But he raised up his hand, then bent down his head. If I were the president of Cameroon, I would have been very ashamed of myself as being the leader.
Who? Paul Biya?
Oh, Paul Biya.
But Paul Biya himself lives in Switzerland.
Okay, you see? So when it comes to, it's not just about African people alone, also black Americans also the same thing. They like to dance. They like to, you can see that one leg dance. Whoa.
Well, the stanky leg?
Yeah, the stanky leg, something else, very good.
Yeah.
But when it comes to for us to govern ourselves and give space for ourselves so that other people will enjoy what belongs to the masses, to the citizens of that country. A black man would like to carry it all on his own alone. He will forget the other ones. Thank you very much. Sam James, can take over, please.
St. James, welcome in the house.
Hey, bro, thanks for having me, man. I really like that conversation, man. Hey, I have a question for you guys, man.
Yeah.
Was it the first time the Cameroonian just discovered Embolo, or was he known before?
Well, Embolo's mom, according to the way what Embolo's mom said, it sounds like they knew of Embolo. They knew of him.
Okay. Yeah. So did they make any attempt to recruit him? Like, sometimes
they try to get his try to get his mom to bribe them to recruit him.
Oh wow. Okay, I'm gonna let Judah speak, man. Maybe you know more about this situation.
That's the country. Here, Judah, welcome in the house, Judah. Judah, how you doing? Judah, are you there?
I don't think he's there, Afridamus.
Yeah, we can hear. MC Champ, welcome in the house.
Well, hey, how are you?
I'm doing well. MC, so what do you think about Embolo? Because see, MC, you're from the UK, right?
Yeah, I'm from the UK, yeah.
You're from the UK via Gambia.
Yeah, my parents, you know, yeah, are Gambian, but I was
So
born in...
MC, good. This is perfect. This is perfect. So MC, you know I'm from Gambia, right?
Yeah.
So let's say you were playing in the UK for England.
Yeah.
And they play against the Gambia.
Yeah.
So you are Embolo and you scored. What would be like? How would you celebrate it?
Yeah, I would celebrate. I would celebrate me if I'm scoring.
Wait. MC, I want you to answer this clearly, so you know everybody can hear it clearly, so I can understand where we stand with each other. So will you celebrate the goal
if I score
against Gambia?
Against Gambia, I'm celebrating, and it's not because I have no respect for Gambians. It's because I scored a goal. That's what I do. If I score a goal, I'm gonna celebrate. That doesn't mean I lose respect. That's not how it works. I think a lot of people are way too sensitive.
But what about the Gambian people's feelings?
What about them? I'm listening.
I mean, like, that's why Embolo,
yeah,
Embolo did not celebrate because he was very aware of the Cameroonian people's feelings.
Well, here's the thing. Embolo decided to not celebrate, and hey, each to their own. He chose not to celebrate, and what did that still get him in return? People going to his father's place, apparently. So whether he would celebrate it or not, it wouldn't have made a difference because the Cameroonians wouldn't have been they would have been upset either way, and they did what they did. They went to his father's house. Correct me if I'm wrong. No.
Yeah. So is Embolo a sellout?
No, he's not a sellout. That's a reach. He's not a sellout.
So he's a hero
for Switzerland. Yeah.
This is amazing. Okay, yeah. we have Cameroonians talking about Mad Dog. Mad Dog, what do you want to say? Mad Dog, is Embolo a sellout or a hero?
No, free Embolo, bro. Free Embolo.
Free Embolo.
God have mercy. First and foremost, free Embolo. First and foremost, Afridamus.
Yeah.
I'm gonna counter talk you when you said Switzerland were battering Cameroon, yeah?
Yeah.
Nah, they're worried, bro. Cameroon could have been off by 3 goals in the first half, but guess what? They didn't have Embolo. They didn't have Embolo, so that's who they needed. I think I was telling you this yesterday.
Yeah, Judah, now we can hear you. Welcome in. So wait.
I think I was telling.
Yeah, now Judah, we can hear you, but let Mike finish real quick. Mike, you brought up something here. Yes, they have a good team, but it's not good enough because
that's
you know who they needed? Embolo. They needed Embolo.
I was telling certain people yesterday, like if they had Embolo as part of that team, they could have easily been 3 goals up in the first half, and they don't get to lose against Switzerland by 1-0. So let's say Switzerland scored the other
You're
goal.
making this worse, Mike. You're making this worse as we go. Are you trying to make the Cameroonians more upset?
Bro, they should be upset, bruv. Did you watch the whole match? Like, literally, I almost smashed my head on the wall, bro. Like, it was so frustrating. Like,
but they still lost by 1.
Because
the most
look at
painful way.
Ghana beat Switzerland 2 days before the World Cup. They beat them 2-0 in a friendly. So Cameroon, which are a better team than Ghana, could have definitely beat them. But who did they have up front? Through promoting that professional backup dancer. Flipping when he left. Who else did they have? Abubakar. What's Abubakar gonna do in the World Cup? You know what I mean? So it was so frustrating. And look, nobody disrespect Embolo's mother, yeah? Because she tried. You guys, most of us on this panel, if not all of us, we know what it's like to migrate from one country to another, especially coming from an African country to a European nation. It's very hard and it costs a lot. So let him buy up his mother all the week that she wants to wear.
Oh yeah, nobody has problem with that.
Look, people need to understand that his mother is the one that single-handedly took him down there. Maybe his father added on to it as well, like supported them financially. But I was listening to the commentary of the match yesterday because I watched the whole 90 minutes, right? And the commentator was saying something about he scored against Cameroon, his homeland where he was born, and is the land where his father resides, his father's residency. So his father actually didn't move with them. It was the mother that had to take the onus, all of it on her shoulder.
Right.
So respect it. And what you said about having to pay players, saying national first team squad, having to pay them in order for them to get a call up. That's so true. It's very true. And the Nigerian team does it a lot, although not.
Look, I heard an interview. JJ Okocha was talking about that, like how the game is ruined.
It's very notorious in Nigeria, although it's not really at the first team level. There could be other politicking around the first team level, but let's say when it comes outside the first team, everything else you have to pay to get called up. A lot of people have to pay to get called up. You know what I mean? And it doesn't help. Like the level of corruption is what's killing the game. Football development at grassroots level is non-existent. That's why you see the players play the way they play. And what you said about these men just not caring, like there was no passion for the nation. They were just playing for themselves.
Yeah, they were just there for
do the right thing. You just couldn't do it. But that's the mentality of the Judge ways creeping into the people's mind, the general African population's mind. Because Judge don't care. They don't care lesser than Embolo doesn't care, or his mother doesn't care, or the Cameroonian players didn't care, or the Senegalese players didn't care. You know what I mean? That's the mentality.
Embolo took his job serious. He cares about Switzerland. He cares about his fans, and he showed it. But let's allow Judah, welcome in the house, Judah.
Oh, thanks. Can you hear me?
Loud and clear, Judah. So, Judah, what is the problem with the Cameroonian team? Do you think there's a language problem there? Like what is going on?
Afridamus. See, when I see people come on this panel and they talking stuff, right? It's funny, right? A friend of mine,
touch on that, and Embolo too.
I know, but a friend of mine, like Mad Dog, that they couldn't beat Portugal. Portugal beat them in a friendly 4-0. And they didn't even qualify for the World Cup.
Look, brother, I'm shameless, bro. I'm shameless. Okay, we gonna beat as well, fam.
But let me talk. And then when I see somebody like Mark Cham from Gambia say he will be happy scoring against his own people, and then he tells me that Africa. Then you from where?
I'm from England, but my parents are from Gambia. They immigrated.
Oh, that makes you so. Are you a white person or are you black?
We're not talking about race, though.
No. I'm asking you a question. So you want to be English? You want to be English so bad, but so Gambia is not your homeland.
I mean, define homeland, like born and raised.
Where are you from?
Where am I from? I'm from England.
So you're English.
You told me.
So are you English?
Yeah, but I'm of Gambian descent.
Afridamus, you see, this is when I come on this panel, I see how Africans are not passionate about being black.
No, but wait, but Judah,
the people.
Wait,
Afridamus, let me finish.
Being black and English are not the same thing.
Exactly. But these are people that we sell Africans because they live in Europe, and these are the problems we are facing.
He's a European. He's not gonna. How is he gonna sell Africans?
But what has race got to do with
it?
Judah.
No. Let me finish.
No. You can talk. You're nice. You can talk, but at the same time, you got to be able to explain why these people are switching teams.
Right. Let me go there. But this is the thing, right? When someone comes on this panel as a black person from Africa, calling himself English, representing England, of which we know that the English people that owns England are white, then it makes you, it ridicules the black person. You are not proud of being black. You are not proud of being African from where you come from. You want to align with where you were born, not align with where your parents come from. And then that makes you a low rank black. You are not supposed to be on this panel because people on this panel like black, being black. We like being where we come from. I live in the state. I have United States citizenship. That doesn't make me a black American person.
Were you born in the United States?
I'm a Cameroonian.
Thank you for the super chat. Thank you. I was supposed to hit you with this stanky leg, so I got you with it. So
let me
now that Go ahead.
Let me go to Embolo. Embolo is a Cameroonian. He was born in Cameroon. He left at the age of 6 with a mom to Switzerland.
To
He
France
speaks
first.
to France, then Switzerland. He speaks his native languages. He has been playing in Europe. Cameroonian knows him. They called him in the national team. He refused
No,
for some reason. And this,
his mom said they try to get him to pay money.
You are not Gambian. The only person that they asked him to pay money was Mbappe. When Mbappe parents, when they bought Mbappe to Cameroon.
Come on. How can it be only Mbappe? If they do it to Mbappe, they would do it to Embolo too. It's the same thing.
Let me tell you what is going on. This guy, Cameroonians consider him as not being a good footballer. That's why they didn't pay attention to him. He plays for Monaco. He plays for Monaco in France. They didn't consider him as that guy that can do something. So they didn't put an eye on him. So that's why they let him loose. If he didn't score in that game, Cameroon wouldn't even be talking about him. That's the thing. If he didn't in that game,
that's how it goes, though. The man. It looks like, hey, he's got that good stanky leg on him, bro.
But look, I don't have a problem with him because there are so many Cameroonian footballers that were born in Europe and are representing Africa, and they have mixed a breed. So a white, one of their parents is white, and one of their parents is Cameroonian, and they are representing Cameroon.
But you just said that you guys didn't need Embolo. Switzerland. But Switzerland see something in him.
Right, but the problem is Europeans are using blacks to kill their own people.
Whoa.
That's the problem. That's the problem that we have in Cameroon. We don't have a problem of you scoring. We have a problem of Europeans using black people and killing their own people. That is a problem that we're talking about. They use people like this guy from Gambia who says he's English. They use people like Mad Dog who says they live in the UK and have this UK accent to cause harm on their own people. And that's why you say if you join the United States and you're African, you
join the same question. What's he talking about?
Jude, what are you going on about? How do you mean to kill people?
Jude, don't
locate for me, bro. I am 100% not guilty and innocent of any case, bro.
Right. So you come to United States. So if this guy now joined the English military, right? And English military is supposed to fight a war against Gambia, he would be happy to go to Gambia and kill his own people because he called himself English. And these are the problems that we're talking about.
What's this have to do with Embolo, though?
Embolo is a Cameroonian.
Yeah, it is football.
So you guys try to collect money from Embolo, right? And rejected him. Switzerland Switzerland trained him. They gave him money. They gave him everything. He's doing his job, and people are upset.
I have no problem. He's doing his job. That's great. But coming against your own people is like killing someone that fed you when you were young. You came back and stabbed him in the back because the white man is now paying you.
So is he a sellout? So do you consider
he's a sellout in Cameroon? He's considered a sellout. He's been sued for treason. Yep, he came back and
he's making this about race.
I have no problem.
So Jude, you as a Cameroonian, you're okay with it. So you are hurt by Embolo.
I'm not hurt by him representing Switzerland. I'm hurt because Europeans are using black people to kill their own people, to cause harm on their own people.
Wait a minute, Jude, you're confused. Wait, Jude, you do realize like Embolo, right? Is been in Switzerland since he was 5 years old.
But he comes home often. Not he has been since like 6
months. Wait.
In Cameroon. He's spent in Europe.
No, but he's been in Switzerland since he was 5.
He doesn't even live in Switzerland. He lives in, he stays in France. He just gained Switzerland citizenship 5 years ago.
Okay, same difference. Okay, you even attack MC, who was born in England. The guy doesn't even know Gambia. He was born and raised.
Afridamus, I have a question for Judy. Why did you get the United States citizenship?
Who, me?
Yeah.
When did I get United States citizenship?
No, why did you get the citizenship?
What are you asking me, man?
Answer the question.
You the one that stated. He's got United States. You the one that stated. You the one that stated in your introduction that you got United States citizenship.
Of course, I have United States citizenship, right? But it doesn't mean.
So this question is warranted. Why did you get the citizenship?
Look, I have United States citizenship because I live in this country. He got Switzerland citizenship because he lives in Switzerland.
MC was born in England and born and raised.
But but this is the thing, right? I would not.
You called him a sellout. No, you called him a sellout. He was born. That's his country. He was born there, born and raised.
No choice. I was born and raised there. You chose to get citizenship.
I'm talking about representation. I'm not representing. I'm talking about representation.
Hold on, Jude.
It's like a military.
Wait, Jude. Wait. You see, Visionary of Love is from Swiss too. Visionary of Love is saying he said Embolo speaks perfect Swiss dialect. So that proves that he
no, he's not. Look, what Swiss dialect? What Swiss dialect? Tell me.
Dude, you don't speak their language. This person is from there.
What Swiss dialect?
Okay, go ahead.
See, this is the thing, right? When I see Africans want to come on this planet and justify what the actions that is happening, I feel disrespectful, man. Even me, if I have a United States citizenship, it's not because look, man, we should stop doing this. Africans is for Africans, for black people. This guy has the right to represent Switzerland, but coming over and causing harm on his own people, it's a problem. That's just what it is.
Jude, let me answer your question. The guy played for Switzerland. You know, he scored against his own country, which is the fact, and I don't deny that. At the end of the day, you cannot take that back. If I was smart, if I was Samuel Eto'o, I will call that guy. Can you invest back in Africa, help this youth? You know, in terms of
what are you talking about, man? Stop it. What investment does he got, man?
Listen, many Africans that live in Europe, right? They may not have a chance to play for the national team, but if they come back to help the youth, that will be something. That will be the country can still benefit from it.
Okay, Judy, let me ask you this question.
These kids, like my dog
let me ask you this question, yeah? Judy, so
my dog said this guy. Oh, someone said he was brought there when he was 5. So
6.
Okay, 6 years old. You don't decide at 6 years old.
But what investment can we do, man?
They were brought up there when they were young. They have no choice. 80% of everything that they know come from that country. Let's say that.
What are you talking about? They are Cameroonian players born in Europe.
Hey, listen, it's not a Cameroonian. The issue is not only Cameroonians. There's many Africans that live in Europe that come from that same situation.
But there are also players that were born in Europe.
Let me tell you this today, right? You see what you're doing?
So what are you saying?
You see what you're doing? Jude, let other people talk. You see what you're doing is what I like to refer in the moment. I refer to as irresponsible nationalism. So you've taken no accountability of the role that the government of Cameroon have played in deferring this boy away from representing Cameroon. Or should I say not the government? Not the government. Let me say the Footballing Association has made. That is why I came on here to say I'm calling them out. And the government is an arm that can make that influence as well. So I'm calling the government out. It's not like we are here justifying it. There's no justification for it. But Embolo is gone. The brother's gone already. He's lost in the salt. So going forward, I'm just telling you what needs to happen.
Eto'o is doing a great thing, though. That's why Eto'o came as the president of the federation, because these things happened when he was not there. Eto'o is doing great. That's why most players have even come back.
Do you see how Eto'o is struggling in Cameroon? the politics of your football in Cameroon? Do you see how Eto'o is struggling? The same thing happened to Didier Drogba when he tried to become the president of that federation in Ivory Coast. Same thing, same politics. You know.
But Eto'o is the president already. Eto'o is the president of the federation.
I get it. So, but there is still struggle.
There's struggle.
St. James, let me ask you guys. St. James, how do you feel about Liberia scoring its first goal in the World Cup?
Oh man, I hated that one though. I hated that one.
Why?
Oh no, that one right there is. That's come on, man. Listen,
the father is even happy because he plays for United States.
That boy got all he needed because to play for his country.
No. St. James, Liberia will never make it to a World Cup. Name any player. Name up another player. Wait.
Who knows, man? Who knows? Maybe because of him.
George Weah never played in the World Cup, but he was one of the biggest. So what is the problem?
George Weah has been playing
in the World Cup.
Look,
he never played in the World Cup, but he's one of the biggest.
Wait, guys. Timothy Weah was born. He was born in Brooklyn, right?
I know that. I know.
President of Liberia.
So his mother's from Jamaica. Why? Okay, why he didn't play for Jamaica? Why? Come on, man. Listen.
So he's the president of
Jamaica. Got top ballers, bro. Go play for them.
So are you guys saying Timothy Weah is a sellout too? He's representing Liberia.
That one is a sellout. Yeah, that one is a sellout.
Even the president of Liberia
that's just disrespectful, man.
Guys, he was born in Brooklyn.
It doesn't matter. George Weah did a lot for the national team in Liberia. Remember when George Weah was there was nothing in Liberia. No one was paying for the George Weah was paying the players. He was paying for the traveling.
Right.
He was doing everything in Liberia to put Liberia on the map in terms of soccer. That boy should have.
St. James. If Liberia was hold on, guys. Wait. If Liberia was even close in the competition, I would say sure, but they're nowhere close.
But what you mean?
Who knows tomorrow?
People are making about Liberia doesn't have a decent team. They're great players that have played in national teams that were not decent. Lionel Messi, Cristiano Ronaldo, them two, their teams are horrible. Now they're in the World Cup. Their teams are regular World Cup.
Their teams.
But you can see that Lionel Messi have not won much with Argentina. Man only won his first title with Argentina in Copa America last year or two. Cristiano Ronaldo 2016.
Okay, wait, Mike. Okay, so MC Cham here is like Timothy Weah. He was born and raised in England, but his parents are from Gambia. So let's hear.
You are leaving.
Because he's not the son of the president.
Well,
Timothy Weah is the son of the president.
But the president is he understands as a football great. He knows his son. This would make him great again.
George Weah made a mistake, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you. He made a
who's
mistake.
Supposed to fix the football in his country? Isn't him the one to fix his football in his country?
But he's fixing it, by the this is making Liberians proud. They got their first goal in the World
Cup. So what's up with the legacy now? What's up with the legacy? That boy could have continued the legacy in Liberia.
He's going to. This is recorded in the books that the first Liberian that scored a goal in the World Cup is Timothy Weah.
No, he's gonna be the first American.
I got a question, man. Afridamus, I got a question. So, firstly, just so I'm clear. So, you guys, not all of you, but some of you think that Timothy Weah is a sellout or like a traitor for playing for the United States. Correct me if I'm wrong. Is that what?
Yeah, I believe so. Yeah,
because he's the son of the president. There's a nuance. There's a different.
He was born.
There's a different nuance to it. Let me tell you, MC Cham, you will not be a sellout if you do the same thing. Why? Because you're not the son of the president of the country.
Is that the difference?
Timothy Weah is the son of the president of the country.
And
talking about record. He's not the first. He's not the first Nigerian to score for USA. I already have the record for him. He's the first.
His father has
the first Black American to score for the USA's men's national team. You know, Black Americans love that stat. the first black to do this and that.
Look,
So, yeah.
Timothy, look, as far as I'm concerned, guys, Timothy Ware still gets the stanky leg. He gets the stanky leg. He gets the stanky leg.
Hey, Afridamus.
As far as I'm concerned.
Afridamus, let me tell you what is going on, right? Samuel Eto'o got a son with a Spanish lady in Spain.
Some of you are very controlling, man.
The son is mixed, but Samuel Eto'o told him there's no way you can represent Spain. Hold on, let me finish. So now the son is playing for Cameroon under 20. He just went for under 23. Samuel Eto'o's son. He was born in Europe, but he's not representing Europe. He's representing Cameroon. That's somebody that knows what patriotism is. Samuel Eto'o, I'll give it to him. He knows.
Judah,
he said.
So Judah, in Cameroon, they don't allow dual citizenship. So that means you've given up your Cameroonian citizenship to be a U.S. citizen, right?
Right.
Okay.
Oh,
okay.
boy. I got a question for Afridamus.
Yeah, go for it.
Right,
Go
about Timothy. Wait, I hardly got to speak. Okay, yo, Judah, I got a question for you. Timothy, you think he's a sellout? What makes him a sellout to you? What makes him a sellout to you?
What do you mean? What makes him a sellout? His father is a president, bro. He
But
has
it's
the
not
right
about
to
his
represent.
father. It's about him. No, is he not his own person?
No. I have nothing to do in Cameroon because I don't have I'm not representing anything. This guy
It's
could
not about
actually
you. It's about Timothy. I'm asking you.
But this guy could actually be something in his own country, Liberia. Put them on the map.
Timothy was born in the United States. He's playing for
I
the
just
United
told you
States.
Samuel Eto'o's son was born in Spain, but he's playing for Cameroon. There are also
Okay,
other
but let's
football
focus on
players that were born in Europe that represent Africa.
I'm just trying to understand your logic. That's why I'm genuinely asking. Okay, Timothy
My
was
logic
born in the
is
United States.
representing America is not a good idea if you're a black person. It's not a good idea. You present your home country.
But you said he was
Judah,
sellout,
Judah. Let me ask my man a question. Maybe we can better understand the question and answer it. So at the end of the day, what are you playing for? What is he playing for? Fame, money, legacy? What is it? So for me, to him, George Weah being the best African player back then in Europe, and he chose his country. And for him not to follow that legacy, to go to a country that's already built up, that is not of need of any reputations, I find a little troubling.
George Weah didn't become a football great by playing with Liberia.
But he made it.
So he understands.
But Afridamus, he played in many African countries before he get to Europe. He played in Cameroon. He played in Ivory Coast.
He played
in Ivory Coast.
For Cameroon, not Ivory Coast. He never played for Ivory Coast.
Oh no, he played in Ivory Coast, my brother. Check it out, please.
But but he played so long in Cameroon. Cameroon gave him the roadmap, gave him the Roger Miller's medicine, and went to Monaco.
What do you mean?
That was where
what do you mean, Roger Miller's medicine?
Oh man, he asked for Cameroon citizenship and they didn't give it to him.
So Judah, you are a sellout. So Judah, you are a sellout, huh?
For what?
Because you giving up your Cameroonian citizenship to come and live with the white people in Utah.
Who says that? I go back home often.
But you gave up. Cameroon does not recognize dual citizenship.
No, Cameroon does. If you have something that you are doing back home. If you're a football player,
here we go.
The dual nationalities. Cameroon does. If you have a business that you are running back home, they will give you dual nationality.
You know, George Weah doesn't see Timothy as a sellout, right? Like he seems very happy for his son.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And Kidola came in. Kidola, what do you want to say? I think Kidola wanted to say something about Judah or something. Kidola, go ahead.
I don't see, what I said for that, I don't see nothing wrong with that boy playing for Swiss. That's where the bread is. It's not about.
There's nothing wrong.
It's not about if you love Cameroon or not. He loves Cameroon, but he's not a citizen of somewhere else, and he's playing football. Football is where his money is coming from. Cameroon not provide that for him. See the mother how she look fresh.
Shut up. Cameroonians look fresh. What are you talking about?
So So I don't see anything wrong with it. It's a citizen of Switzerland. It can play anything you want to play over there. And that's
there's no
money.
problem. The thing is, you come and cause havoc on your own people. The white men
What do
use
you mean
to
havoc?
kill
You're
you.
talking like this is
That's the
some
problem.
military thing. This is football. You're making it sound like this is some life
Guys,
or death
guys,
military stuff.
football is serious, man. It's for certain
It,
people.
it's
Look at the
what are you
Brazilians.
saying?
When they were getting beaten by Germany back then, you see the crowd at the stadium. They were crying. They're getting killed. It's not a game, bro.
We take football in Cameroon serious, man. You don't say it's just football. You don't know. I mean, I guess Gambia doesn't go to football anyway, to the World Cup anyway. So you really don't know the importance of what we
Look,
take.
here's the thing. Here's the thing. Let me tell you right now. We came in Cameroon. You know, you saw what we did to Guinea, Silly National. We made their fans cry. Okay.
Yeah, but we
made their
combo you guys though. You
Look,
guys, we combo you guys.
and what happened to you guys? Your team lost, and you guys got not only beat up by the other team. The fans came in the field and physically assaulted your players.
No,
Okay?
no, Afridamus, you have to respect Cameroon. We have taken the African Cup of Nations 5 times. Egypt has taken it 7. That's a plus, but we still have that record.
I mean, I
You have to
respect.
Cameroon.
I do. I respect Cameroon.
You know,
Look, I never said I didn't. You're the one just talking crazy.
Yeah.
Why?
Right.
But
I
Gambia,
never
you
said-
cannot compare Gambia. You cannot compare Gambia football and Cameroon. When we started playing
never
football,
did.
Gambia
I
wasn't
never
even-
did.
Nobody was
I
talking
never
about
did.
Gambia.
I
Okay.
never did. I never did. What is your point?
No, my
I
point
never,
is,
I
my
never
point is,
did.
okay, my point is, man, I don't have no problem with Embolo, right? What is this? People are attacking. You know, they went to his hometown, a small town in Yaoundé, and they started attacking. I mean, doing things. I don't know if it's true or not, but football is football. You know, things you're gonna find people like this on both sides. You have Mbappe that plays for France. So if France tomorrow is playing with Cameroon, should Mbappe score Cameroon or he shouldn't score?
Right.
So
Well, they try to
you know,
collect money from Mbappe too.
right. So we have Cameroonian players all over the place. People want to choose where they want to because of money, and then give it to them. I don't have no problem with it.
Hold on. So, guys, let's talk about, can these people be called sellouts if the opportunity, you know, that's in front of them is what's going to make them greater for them to play at the highest level? At what point, where do you draw the line? Because
You draw the
Timothy
line.
Weah, if Timothy Weah goes to Liberia, this man would never have scored these goals in the World Cup. Now,
He
not
might,
only
but the problem is money.
no, he's not. He didn't only score for himself. He scored for Liberia too.
But do you
Liberia
think
is in
United
the
States
World
is even
Cup.
going to qualify? United States is dropping in the next match. United
Yeah.
States is not going nowhere.
What?
United States is not going anywhere. They're dropping out.
Look, the lone star country is in the World Cup. That's why George Weah went to Doha to, you know, where was Joe Biden?
How can you
He
leave
was
your
nowhere.
presidency for 2 weeks, man, to go watch your son play? Who is running your country? It just makes no sense.
Judah, you are overreacting. Judas,
No,
stop
man.
hating. Judas, you know, why are you hating on Liberia now?
Judah, you still don't answer my question.
Why
Is
are Liberians so
Timothy a
happy
sellout?
about him scoring, though? Why are Liberians so happy about him? Should Cameroonians be happy about Mbappe scoring?
What? Because Cameroonians
Cameroonians
want
be
to
happy?
because Cameroonians want to hate on people. We noticed that. Look
No,
at Embolo.
I'm asking you.
Embolo,
I'm asking you.
Embolo's goal. That goal was a great goal.
Of course, but what I'm saying is, should Cameroonians be happy because Mbappe is scoring goals? Why are Liberians happy because Timothy Weah is scoring?
Because he's
Because he's
one
of
of
Liberian
them.
descent.
Of course, Mbappe is a Cameroonian descent as well.
Yeah, okay. I'm just answering your question.
Right, but the Cameroonians are not happy him scoring. You wouldn't see Cameroonians all over the place. Oh, Mbappe scored or whatever.
Wait. But why are you upset that Europeans are giving them the opportunity, though?
I'm not upset. What I'm upset is they are using them. Because if you see most of these European
But what do you mean they are using them? They are giving them opportunity to be great.
Because no, we black people, we want to fight our own people. We don't have that consciousness of being black. That's the problem. We don't have that consciousness
Why is this a
of being
race
black.
thing, though?
A person like MC Cham, we fight for the Europeans. Europeans we recruit
Afridamus,
him
are you hearing
to
this?
fight
Yeah.
Africans.
You hearing
The
this?
Europeans we recruit him to fight Africans. It
You're
just doesn't
making
make
this
sense.
a race thing. This is a nationality thing, not a race thing. Embolo is
Of
playing
course,
for his
it goes,
nationality.
it goes both ways. This is in America, the African Americans will call you a sellout because the white man is using you to fight against black people. That's it's just the realities.
How are they using him?
What you mean? How are they using him? They give him big money, the money that your own people have never paid you, and you feel like it's good money, and then you fall for the trap, and they tell you, they give you wood to go kill. That's just what it is, man. Since black people like money so much,
So
we want something
so white people should not give opportunity to black people now.
It's not opportunity. What is opportunity? You can find opportunity anywhere.
Really?
In Africa, there's opportunity.
Wait. So Embolo could have been Embolo where in Africa?
What you mean where? How did Roger Mila came about? They have so many football players.
No, let's talk about Embolo.
See, Afridamus started his career at the age of 3. He was already in kindergarten. Cameroon gave him a room of playing football already. He went to France, already playing kindergarten. At the age of 3, he was already playing with his peers. So Cameroon was already grooming him before he went to France.
Okay. All right.
Hey, no. Sorry, Afridamus, I'm sorry. Julia, you still didn't answer my question properly. Timothy, you consider him a sellout, but why? You didn't properly answer it. Why do you consider
What you mean why? St. James, just answer your question. What you mean why?
No,
He's president of Liberia.
No, I'm asking you. That was the other guy. What's his name?
I'm giving you the same answer. His father is president in Liberia.
So
he should represent his home country.
Because his father is the president of Liberia. That's your answer.
No, you should be conscious of black. His father created a record in Africa. Now his own record is gonna be in America. It just doesn't make no sense.
What's wrong with that? What's wrong with that?
Yeah, that's his own record. Remember, this is the problem. There's too much
guys.
It's not about the father.
It's not.
He's his own person.
Yeah, he's his own person. But at the end of the day, end of the day, if your father already have a legacy that's built up, you don't leave that alone and go try to create a different legacy for somebody else.
In another continent.
For me, yes, he's doing. Basically, that's why I'm asking you the question. In his head, what is he playing for? It's not about for the money. It's not
he's
money.
creating. But he has to create his own legacy. His own legacy.
Okay, so
he doesn't.
In a different
that's his
country,
father's.
It's always about the parents.
It doesn't. I don't see the need of him doing that because the legacy could have been made in Africa, in Liberia. It could have been made there.
No, really, St. James. Do you think he would have played in the World Cup?
No, possibly. Why not? You just believe in yourself.
Liberia can't even make it to the African Cup of Nations.
If they focus, they put the money. Listen, bro, guys. If they put the money where they need to be, they will represent that country.
But you do realize these guys are not only playing at the highest level. They will also be rewarded. They will be rewarded handsomely too.
Back then. Liberia wasn't even making the African Cup of Nation like that.
Right.
When George Weah came, they made it because of George Weah. So we can't say, oh, there's not you can say, oh, he wouldn't have played the World Cup if he'd have played for Liberia.
Yeah, but that's George Weah. But Timothy Weah has the right to create his own legacy.
This is the problem. It's always about
but why did he not play for Jamaica if his mother is Jamaican?
Like Timothy is not his own.
Why did he not play for
Jamaica?
Jamaica?
His father.
Who?
Like he has his own.
Timothy Weah. His mother is Jamaican. Why did he play for Jamaica?
Legacy.
What is your point,
legacy? This kind of legacy we're talking about, right? At the end of the day, the guy is free to decide whichever team he want to play for.
Afridamus.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Just get some water, man. Come back. Afridamus, you made a point that Liberia is not going to the World Cup, but Jamaican is also a football nation. Why he did not represent his mother, where the mother came from, Jamaica?
What about he represent where he was born? What's wrong with
Exactly.
that?
This is just narcissism.
You're just
It- it-
talking
it-
about his
it's not
mother.
nonsense
What about
because
him? What about him? What he
Exactly. What
wants?
about him? Why is it
America,
always about the parents? Like,
USA is a white dominant country.
oh, what has
Jamaica
race
is
got
a
to do
black
with it?
So
dominant
you
country.
live here. You live here, Judah. Your son, Judah. You live
Afridamus,
here.
where I was born in America by choice because they made they made the mother come here, you know, so they can give birth to him, so he can get that citizenship. It happened in our communities. You know, the same thing happened to Akon. He had the choice to leave it to the daddy knew if he was born in Senegal, he wouldn't have the same opportunity. So he, as soon as he was born in the United States, he sent him back to Senegal. That's what people do. So it wasn't that George Weah was living in America. He was struggling in America, you know, and the son was born in America. Therefore, he's playing for America. No, this was a choice.
I think Timothy Weah would be mostly in Liberia, and this would be Liberia's, you know, history story.
Exactly.
I'm telling you.
But he got it all made up. Afridamus, that boy got it all made up to play for Liberia.
He can't be separated from Liberia. That's just
he should have been a captain in Liberian national team. So who is now supposed to play for Liberian football national team? Who's gonna play? Because maybe Liberians could have looked up to him.
Those who are qualified.
Team sport. It's not just one person doing all the work. Like, he's not Messi.
But he is the president's son. How can you be the president of a country and your son is not representing your own country?
Because simply put, he was born in the United States. Is that
simple? I explained that to you.
They are African players born in Europe, but they represent
the likes
Africa.
of us that live in America. If our kids make the decision to play for the country where we live in, I get it. George Weah was a different story. You know, maybe the mother, I know the mother was Jamaican, and maybe she has tie in Brooklyn. That's why he was born in Brooklyn. But if you look at it,
they were met. That's where they met, in New York.
Hey, bro, but they lived in Paris. When George Weah was playing in Paris. George Weah played in Paris for so many years.
Right, Monaco, yeah.
You know?
Right, yeah.
So
Judah, you are being asked, are you being used in the US? They said because you said are you being used?
I'm not being used. I'm not being used because I'm not in the military. I'm not playing for American national team. I'm not doing anything that is going against. I'm not look, when we say being used, it's like you joining something that is causing harm. I'm not causing harm on Cameroonians. I'm not. If I join the military
all that taxes you're paying here, you're causing Cameroonians harm. You could have been there and paying taxes with them.
No, if I join military, right, and the United States military goes and attack Cameroon, and I'm part of that military, U.S. military, that's a problem because that is my home country. I wouldn't do that. If I play for United States,
Judah makes a great point.
I believe that.
Let's
when George Weah was at his heyday, if George Weah would have had the opportunity to play for the United States national team and be a citizen, I think he would have done it.
No, he refused. He refused so many citizenship. What are you talking about?
No, you just said he tried to. Except the Cameroonian one, right?
No, he refused citizenship in France.
Remember, you said they tried to give him. He was trying to be citizen in Cameroon, and you guys rejected him.
They rejected him, but he refused citizenship.
But France offered, and he rejected France over Cameroon.
He rejected France. Yeah, because he was conscious of being black. He knew where he came from. He wanted to represent Liberia.
That's why I was asking. That's why I was asking at the end of the day, what was he playing for? Because George Weah made all that money. He made all he needed in football. That's why he was like, okay, should I play for French? For what? For money? I already made that money. I'm famous. I got all the recognitions I needed. Why would I go play for somebody else?
And Liberia never went to the World Cup.
For money, his son.
He should play for France and go to the World Cup, but he didn't.
It's not struggling.
So George Weah came, like James Jewell said, he was being pro-black, and Cameroon, you guys were tripping and rejected a pro-black. Is that what what I'm hearing?
No, who says that?
Well, you rejected his citizenship. The man, you said he rejected France because he wanted to be pro-black, right?
Right.
So that means
Right.
George Weah so he chose Cameroon and you guys rejected him.
No, they rejected him because Cameroonian wanted him to represent his home country because there wasn't no popular footballer in Liberia back then. Cameroon wanted him to represent Liberia. They gave him that opportunity. He did well in Cameroon, but they didn't give him. They wanted him to go.
Judah, your story is to be confirmed.
But Afridamus, I'm not saying we don't have all the facts. We don't have all the facts. But looking at George Weah for the thing he has accomplished in Europe, I don't think he was the kind of guy that would have played for a white team. I don't think so. The way he was playing and the way he represented Africa, I don't think George Weah would have played for France or any. No. That's my opinion. It can be debunked. But following that guy, I knew he wasn't going to do that.
Okay. So guys.
So now we have lost George Weah Jr. and Timothy Weah. That's it. He's no more in African milieu.
What about Embolo?
Embolo is a Swiss man. I'm not disrespecting Embolo. Look, he did what he did.
But Timothy Weah was born in America.
Afridamus, he got it all made up. It's all made for him.
All right, MC Cham, go ahead. Okay, sorry. Yeah.
So you asked me like who I would play for, like either England or Gambia. But let me ask you: would you rather play for Gambia, United States, or Sierra Leone?
Well, I'm not playing, so now we wouldn't know. You see, you said would I? No, you said like hypothetically.
Hypothetically, would you pick Gambia, Sierra Leone, or the United States?
I'll definitely. I'm picking Gambia if they're gonna allow me to wear the number 10. Yes, I'm picking that. But you know, the United States is looking mighty attractive too. United States looks mighty attractive, you know. I mean, that would be a tough decision if both teams are
careful.
You know,
But they'll call you a sellout. Careful.
No. Gambia definitely. If they're gonna give me the number 10, Gambia all the way.
But then Sierra Leone will call you a sellout because you were born in Sierra Leone.
Well, I mean, no, Sierra Leone don't count me part of their program. That's for sure.
I just watched a video where the Liberian president is coaching the United States national football team in Qatar. Come on, man. That's very disrespectful.
So the father too?
Wait, Kidola, what do you want to say to this? Judah getting upset.
What is now the coach? What is the president of the United States in Qatar?
Hold on, Judah. Go ahead, Kidola.
Now this is about the money. Look, if George Weston would have played in Liberia, what would have been the test of is what we call is advertisement. It's all about the money. See, this is pay to play. This entertainment is money.
But Kidola, all that you're talking about, right? I don't know the guy, right? You can make that in your team,
right? In your league, you don't have to be in the national team to make it.
That kind of money. You don't have to play in the national team to
make the national
money.
Team.
Even in your team, you can make that money. So why? So
what is about his legacy?
I'm asking the question. That's what I'm asking. What is he playing for? So no one knows on
what's he playing for. He got money already. His father is president. His father got money. He got money. What are you saying about the money?
Political move.
Afridamus. Afridamus. Yeah, let me ask you a question. Do you feel like you have to play for a team just because there are black players in it?
No.
Right. So what's race got to do with it? Judah, why do you keep bringing
race has to do? You represent a country, your country that is more black instead of representing the white man's country.
So Judah,
America
did you see
the white man's country?
But not everyone cares about
Judah, did you see the Belgian team?
I like being close to black people, so I do care. You want to call yourself English? England, go ahead and call yourself English.
So, you know there are black people in England, right?
But you know the white man doesn't call you English in England,
why are
right?
you saying
You
the
know they
white
call
man
you.
like he's
You know they
superior?
call you
The white
Gambian.
man. Do you see what I mean?
MC Champ.
white
You know
man.
you know English people in UK doesn't call you English, right? They call you Gambian because
No,
you
they do.
Gambian.
No, they don't.
They call him
They
English.
do.
Have you been to
They
England?
do, man.
Have
Don't
you
want
been
to
to
come
England?
out here
Do
and
you
call
know me?
yourself English. You are not English, bro.
No,
You are
listen,
Gambian.
listen. That's not what we're talking about right now. We're not debating that. We're not debating. Do you know there are black people here right now? There are black people
I
here.
know they are black people, yeah.
So you said you want to be surrounded by black people. I'm surrounded by black people. I live near black people. So what's your point?
But you don't call yourself black. You call yourself English.
You asked me the question. I said you told me.
But that's what
Jude,
you said. You said you were English.
Jude, can you be black and American at the same time?
You said what? No, I'm African.
Can you be black and American at the same time?
I'm African, bro.
No.
You're not answering your question.
No. Can you be black?
I mean, my skin tone is black.
Okay, no, not you. Does America have black citizens?
They have black citizens, but most of the blacks that you find in America are immigrants.
No. That's not true. There is over 40 million to close to 50 million who are American blacks.
Right, but most of them are immigrants, unless you want to say African Americans are.
Look, that's my whole point. In America, we have some who are white Americans. We have Asian Americans.
But I'm talking to this guy who is first generation born in England, and he calls himself English. MC Champ.
First generation. So you basically
you just called him first generation. That means he's English. You just answered it.
It just doesn't make sense.
Because you said I'm first generation. Thank you. You just
acknowledged. But the UK doesn't call you English. You're black.
What is your point?
My point is you are black and claim Gambian. Don't call yourself English no more.
No. I can call myself whatever I want, mate. You can't tell me that. No, listen, mate. What has race got to do with it?
Come on, man.
Country come on, man. What's race? Afridamus, can you answer the question?
Bro.
What has race got to do with
it? It's a personal decision to make, but
you're the host of the show.
Guys, hold on.
Man, it's a little weird.
Hold on.
Exactly.
You guys got to.
Hold on, guys. Hold on. Go ahead, MC.
Go on. Yeah, Afridamus, let me ask you this. What's race got to do with this? Does race have anything to do with this? To where you were born?
Come on, man.
We don't want to talk about race, right?
But emotional. No.
But I just
Afridamus.
But no. I don't want to talk about race because it's going to become.
Please, let me ask Afridamus.
No, you've been talking for a second though.
Hold on, guys.
Afridamus, was I not asking you a question? Yeah. So, Afridamus, what has race got to do with being, born and raised in a certain country? What's race got to do with it?
Absolutely nothing.
Right. You're an American, right? You're a citizen of the United States. So
red, white, and blue. That's right.
Right. You are natural, so yeah, you are an American. That's true. True or false?
This is correct.
So Jude, would you consider Afridamus an American?
No, I'll consider him African because I know he's African.
Would you consider him an American, yes or no? Just like
no, I'll consider him African because he's African.
So no, you wouldn't consider Afridamus American. You would not. Okay.
Right.
All right. Cool.
Yes, I would consider him an African. I would consider him an African, but I would acknowledge that he has the American citizenship. Yeah, he has an American citizenship, but he's an African to us. Yes.
Okay. So guys, I have an appointment coming up.
MC
We'll do the closing statements. We'll have to do a part 2 on this.
Okay,
when I get back. So let's do our closing statements so I can meet up my appointment and we do part 2 on it. So go ahead, MC.
No, screw it. I'll just be last, man. Go on.
Okay. All right. Go ahead, Kidola. Start first, Kidola.
Judah, you have to accept sometimes people can take their own decision, and the decision they take, that's what they have to stand with. Be you born in America or anywhere you see you born yourself, it's where if you be born, that's where you know that's your place. You might acknowledge your background, but that doesn't mean that you have to reject where give you some certain space and time to have a nice life. So what I'm trying to tell you is this. To cherish where we see ourselves, be in Africa or in every place, but we should also respect where we're coming from. I hope, Judah, you're not going back to Pan-Africanism and your Wakanda mama is waiting for you. I'm not seeing you there anymore, Judah.
Thank you, Kidwala. Thank you. I think. Thank you. So, all right. We have St. James. Go ahead, St. James.
Hey, bro, that discussion was really nice, man. I hope your man didn't take it the wrong way, man. You know,
this
he
is
just
lit, man.
left.
This stream is lit, innit? It's
It
nothing
was
personal.
just an opinion. You know, you can represent whatever you want. You know, we were just having a conversation, and people just give their opinion. Football, you know, football in Africa is very passionate. You know, it's very passionate. And you know, watching your own, you know, countryman scoring against your countryman, you have to experience that to get that feeling that Judah is feeling. So we can't take that from him. You know?
Like the Cameroonian team just gotta do better, man.
I get it. I get your point. I get your point. That opens the conversation. That opens the conversation. So the Cameroonian, the Africans, you know, the federation has to look at it. And if you don't want to face that predicament, we have to prepare better. Welcome everybody that has a skill to play for the country. Don't take bribe. You know, give everybody the same opportunity. So that's my statement I have for this conversation.
Before you leave,
Sure,
can I
ahead.
ask you a question?
Yeah.
If you join the U.S. military and the U.S. is fighting the war against Burkina Faso, will you cause harm on your own people?
Hell to the freaking no.
So you would quit the military, right?
Bro, they can have that.
Okay.
I don't. What you mean? My country above everything.
Exactly. And that's what we expected Embolo to have done.
Hi, man. You said we got part 2. Let's have part 2, man. Thank you.
Well, no, we'll have part 2. Thank you, St. James. Thank you.
Can I go next?
Yes, go ahead, Judah.
Oh, Afridamus, thanks for giving me this panel, man. Look, when I see Africans come here and they want to claim where they came, you know, I'm this, it just doesn't make no sense.
Where they came from. Go on.
See, it just doesn't make no sense.
You'll have the opportunity. Go ahead.
Right. You were born. I mean, if you were born in England and you want to call yourself English, you know, the white man doesn't call you that. They call you where you were born. They call you where your parents came from. You know, even us Africans that were born here, when the white people look at you, they say you African, and that's just what it is. And then you want to come on this panel and call yourself English. I don't know, man. But look, it's high time us Africans should be conscious of who we are representing, because it's now familiar that the people that are causing harm on Africans are Africans themselves in Europe and America. This is the thing. The white people is using us, black people, to cause harm on our own people. And at the same time, we want to say, but why is Africa not progressing? Why is Africa not developing? Because the white people is using us to do harm. We are destroying the things that was supposed to be meant for development.
Did Embolo caused harm?
Of course, man. He has destroyed Cameroon glories. If Cameroon was supposed to win the World Cup today, Africa will have been happy. But Embolo has destroyed that dream. Embolo has destroyed that Africa.
It's only one game.
Let me finish.
Can I ask a question?
Let me finish. But Embolo, let me finish. But Embolo,
he wants. Don't leave when you finish. He wants to ask you something. Go ahead.
Actually, I want to ask everybody something.
Go ahead.
So yeah. So are we saying that Timothy Weah playing for America?
But I was finishing my end of statement. Let me finish my end of statement. Then you can go ahead and talk. Right. What I'm saying is, look, these people are being used by the Europeans to cause havoc on our own people. We should be conscious and know where we come from and put black first before the white people or the Europeans. And that's just my point. Thank you, Afridamus, and thank everyone on the panel. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Go ahead, Amelka.
Yeah, Afridamus, I just want to ask a question. I just got in. Are we saying that Timothy Weah playing for Liberia while his father is president of Liberia, are we saying that that is okay?
He's representing Liberia, the first Liberian that ever scored in the World Cup. As far as I'm concerned,
no, he's representing America. You cannot say he's representing
US.
Liberia.
Wait.
Yeah, he was born. He was born in the US. So yes, he can play for the country where he's from.
Afridamus, but his father is president.
That's his father, but not him. Not him. His father is
but
the
come on,
president, not he
Afridamus.
himself. Not he
Afridamus,
himself.
let me tell you something. If
Timothy is a
president
free
of
man. He's a free man. Okay.
Yes, he has to do something with pride, Afridamus. Let me tell you something.
Yeah,
For
he's
me and
proud
you-
to play for the United States. That's who he's proud of playing for.
I understand, Afridamus, but let me tell you something. Afridamus,
Hey, Amilcar, and while you are it, Amilcar, don't forget about Embolo, okay, and the Cameroonians crying.
I understand that.
Go ahead.
I understand that. But I understand that. Afridamus, I'm telling you, if I'm president of Guinea-Bissau, there's no way my son, even if he was born in Portugal or in England, is going to play for England or Portugal. He has to do something with pride. I'm a president of a country, and my son is playing for another country. No, that doesn't make sense to me.
Why is he not picking the football?
You know, I'll have to do a part 2 for this, you know, because, you know, my appointment is getting close, but I got to do a part 2 for this.
I agree.
Yeah, I'll do
I'm
a
sorry,
part
I
2
came
for
too
sure.
late.
Yeah, you
Sports
came
is
too
my
late.
thing.
Thank you.
I messed up today. I'm sorry.
Yeah. No, I'll do a part 2 so you can, you know, get the chance to come back in. Thank you, Amilcar.
Great. Thank you.
Thank you. Rashid, go ahead, Rashid.
Hello, Afridamus. How you doing?
I'm doing well. Thank you for coming in, Rashid.
Yes, I just want to see the African, teams to win or at least come to the finals this World Cup.
Yeah, what do you think about Liberia scoring their first goal in the World Cup?
Oh, that's really amazing. That's amazing. You know, and I also need. I want to see Mama Africa to win. You know, the Cameroonian. Cameroon is the Mama Africa for.
Yeah, what do you think about Embolo? Embolo becoming the greatest player in this World Cup, the greatest player. What do you think about that?
Yeah, he's not representing Cameroon. He's playing for Switzerland. He's a Swiss.
Do you see him as a sellout or a hero?
No, he's not a sellout. He's a hero for the team that he's playing for, and because he's a citizen of that country, and also if he's a dual citizen, he will still consider him. You know, if he play for that country, that is his own choice.
No, he's Swiss all the way because Cameroon doesn't accept dual citizens, so he's Swiss all the way. I didn't, you know, like I used to even hear some African black people, they say, oh, if you're black, you can never be a Swiss citizen. Obviously, that's not true. The Swiss are like, hey, if you love Swiss cheese, you love soccer, you know, you love things here, guess what? You can be one of us.
The Swiss love chocolate.
And
chocolate too.
As you know, the Africans, you know, this African descents are everywhere. Even Saudi team mostly are African descent. You have seen that, right? The Saudi Arabia, all of them are from African descent. So you can see.
Yeah, I've seen their team too. Yeah, they're pretty.
Yeah. So that means, you know, the African are natural born footballers. You know, I mean, athletics in football, in sport, all kind of a sport. That, you know, that's a gifted. So what I mean is that if he chose to play for Switzerland, that's his own choice. So we have to respect, as you know, that's his own choice.
So you think the Cameroonians are just complaining for no reason?
Cameroon have enough players, so they don't have, you know. So he is a citizen of Switzerland. If Cameroonian maybe give him opportunity, he will play for Cameroonian.
So let's say this was Somalia, right?
Yes.
And Embolo was a Somalian who naturalized, and you know, Somalia, the only goal, you know, and he's the one that scores it against Somalia.
Yeah, Somalia will feel bad, but you know, and also Cameroonian feel bad about it. But for him is, you know, he got the opportunity to play for that country. That country gave him opportunity. They gave him citizenship. They give him, his future. So his dream. So we have
That's
to.
right.
Yeah. So
Thank you.
so we are here in America too, and if we love Africa, we stay in Africa. So
that's right.
Like Judah, if he loved Africa, why he came to America? Why he didn't stay there?
You know? Yeah, I'll have to ask him that in part 2. Thank you for coming, Rashid. Thank you.
Welcome. Thank you very much.
Thank you. All right, MC Cham, what do you want to say in your closing statement?
First of all, I just want to say this has been a great stream. It was lit. It was fun. It was definitely fun. I want to say this. This idea, at the end of the day, regarding Timothy Ware, the guy is his own person. He is his own man. He's not his father. And this is a mentality that I consider to be very toxic and narcissistic, that, oh, because his father George Weah is the president, so what? He's his own person. Timothy Weah is his own person. So if he wants to play for the United States, that's fine. Again, it's pure narcissism. Let the man, be himself. He's not an extension of his father. He's his own person. And yeah, that's one thing. Another thing I want to say,
and MC, how do you feel about Jude thinking that you are a sellout for being a British, for being born in England?
Yeah, it's ignorant. It's very ignorant. Hey, I have no hate towards the man, but yeah, to say that I'm a sellout, because basically he's saying that because I'm black, and for me it's ignorant, very, very ignorant, and a lot of Africans think that way, and there's no other way around it. It's ignorant. It doesn't make me sell out. If I was born and raised here, that's why I'm calling myself British or English. I use them interchangeably. But yeah, that's just what I am, because I don't look too much into it. I don't think about, the history, the white man, this and that. And I don't. You see, that's the problem. People like him are looking too much into it.
But he's a U.S. citizen himself.
Okay. Yeah, I live in Britain,
and he came. He wasn't even born. He came and naturalized.
Right.
But he's trying to call you out, and you were born and raised in England.
So here's the thing. That's the funny thing. So I was born and raised in England, so I had no choice. He, on the other hand, he wasn't born in the United States, but he chose to get citizenship. So do you see the irony?
Right.
Yeah. So I don't know what to say about that. I can't. All I can do is laugh.
No, you know what? I would definitely want you to come back for part 2. I'm even sad that I have to cut it short.
Yeah, it's a shame.
Yeah, but most definitely I'll come back and do the part 2, because people, I think we need to talk about it more.
Absolutely. Yeah. It was an absolute pleasure.
So let me ask you: did you even after the conversation, did you feel like a sellout?
No. Not at all. Sellout for what?
Did your blackness,
deteriorate?
Yes.
No. Like, you can see me on the screen, but yeah, I'm as black as you, man.
Okay. So before I let you go, like, did Embolo cause any harm to Cameroon?
As in beating them, yes, but anything else, no. Cameroon just need to do better,
They need to play harder next time.
Not only that, they need to defend better, but it's also embarrassing to get scored on by someone who is of Cameroonian descent. You know what I mean? Like, against Cameroon, that's embarrassing on Cameroon's part. So yeah, they need to fix up and do better next game. So yeah, that's their own fault. It's not Embolo's fault. Embolo was just doing his job. Like you said, he was doing his job, and he's a hero for Switzerland, which is the country that he plays for. People just need to suck it up and get over it.
Guys, you all heard it from MC Cham. That was MC. MC, you're welcome here anytime. Thank you very much.
Absolutely, man.
Thank you. And guys, please make sure you hit the like before we close out. As you guys know, you heard the conversation. Some people even said Timothy Weah is a sellout, right? They try to take Liberia's glory away. I still stick by the fact that Liberia is in the World Cup. This is why George Weah went to Qatar. Okay? So keep doing your thing, Timothy Weah. Keep flying that 1 star. Add it to the 50. We call it 51. But people, I have to leave. But before I leave, I would close out with this stanky leg, guys. With this stanky leg. I will see you guys shortly. I'm out.